bad because I'm sure Cat Williams pissed me off and everybody else. He came up there. It just seemed like he came up there to attack you. He didn't say anything to Red. He didn't say anything to Frank. And personally, I thought it was distasteful. I thought it was very disrespectful. You have absolutely no reason to feel bad because everybody sees him in the news, and we already know he's an idiot. And having money don't make you smart. So you should not feel bad because he was just wrong all the way. You did nothing to him, and clearly he was just there, and he was upset. He kept saying, Wanda, what do you cook? Wanda, what do you do? He didn't ask Frank, who is a man. They were saying because he has kids and he's a single father, they're asking him what he cooks, but he didn't ask anyone else. He just asked you. He was there to attack you.
Frank and Wanda.
What's up, Frank? Hey, Wanda. Listen, real quick. What y'all did, what any comedians would do in the schoolyard, and that happens. I totally agree with you. He was better from the time he got on the radio. And what I don't think Katt respects is the game has now changed. It's not about rappers don't sell CDs because you can get the music from anywhere. People blow up on the internet very fast, very fast. And he's not respecting the game has changed. Everybody doesn't have to put in the same amount of work. Don't knock other people because they're Universal Comics. Let it go. Get your money. Let Wanda get hers. Let everybody else get theirs. And let it go. You can't be bitter. What grown man knows how long his hair is? I have no idea. What grown man? Yeah, you do Phillips Arena. But don't forget the show that you stopped because you was high. You had to give them people their money back. There was a lot of places you could have went, but you didn't. I understand that and I respect it. But he got to let that bitterness go.
It was just hurtful. I promise y'all. Like, that was my first time meeting Katt Williams. Like, we've never talked. We've never had a show together. I was excited. Again, I asked Reggie, can I drop music? He's coming. And everything just changes. It's crazy how something so was supposed to be so great ended so bad. And I do understand that, with prosperity comes prosecution. I get that. But I wanted to be in a peaceful place. And that's why I wasn't. And they was like, oh, Wanda, he said this. Why didn't you come back? I didn't want to talk to him like that. That would be like Denzel Washington coming in here and I disrespect. I got that much respect for Katt Williams. You made it. I'm happy you got all of that. But I'm just not a person to down other people. I wanted to praise Tiffany Haddish because of her success. Yeah, it may have been short-lived. A lot of us didn't know who she was. I went back to the movie theater 3 times. That's how much I enjoyed that film, bringing women together. You know what I mean? Like, that made me happy to see her move forward. I am happy for Kevin Hart. I'm happy for them. I'm not jealous and I'm not mad about nobody's climbing up the ladder. I'm happy for anybody that's doing well, even Katt Williams. I'm proud that he could sell out the Phillips Arena. You a black man doing great things. I'm happy for you. Matter of fact, Lamorris and I went to his last show, the last show he just had here. So I had no ill will. I don't know why that went to the left, and I promise you, I just felt like, I spoke with the spiritual lady on Thursday, and she said, you're getting ready to do so many big things, Wanda. And I had just gotten this deal. My boss, I was having a hard time trying to get into these homeless shelters to help these women. And as soon as I got the go on, you got it, this place called the Nicholas House want to give you all, you can do whatever you want to do. She called me and said, you get ready for spiritual warfare. You get ready because you're climbing up the ladder. You're getting ready to do God's work. It's going to be, hate is going to be coming.
Were you doing God's work?
I never expected to come right here.
Insulted that man.
This is my job.
Bringing up his
I get on this radio every
criminal
morning
history.
to talk to people to get the jobs that they don't like. I talk to people to help them with their kids. I do things for people. I don't want to go back and forth with this man like
quote unquote strong black woman yesterday, and now this morning on the radio you are playing the victim.
I'm like this, Frank. I am, and I hate to say it like this, but I'm from Miami, Florida,
and that's why you're so ratchet.
I'm a person that I've seen so many bad things in my life. It didn't bother me. Like it doesn't faze me that you feel that way about me because my father taught me how to be strong. You have integrity. You have pride. You got to be prideful. And I also thought about how they did Jesus Christ. They threw stones. They spit on him. They did all those things. But he never stopped caring for us.
Not one time did you mention Jesus Christ yesterday when you were insulting Katt Williams.
I'm not mad at y'all because you're upset at what took place. My family, since I've been on this radio for 25 years, you've never heard my family or me do nothing bad to nobody. To no one. And I just felt like, gosh, I never had this feeling on this radio station. Like, I never had that feeling. I just wanted peace. I wanted not to sit here and go back and forth with Katt Williams.
If you didn't want to do it, you would not have done it.
It didn't make me feel good because I knew when I got off the air, I had to go to Nicholas' house to go speak with these women. And after all of that, I got in the car and I still went over there and I still spoke to those women. They had no idea what I just went through. And I didn't even think about all of that. So just looking at all the stuff online, I've been getting hits from hometown people I hadn't talked to in years. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing to me how something so negative could be so big. And as a people, I'm like, really, y'all? Okay, is the hate really that strong for me? And I'm okay with that because I look at how Oprah handled things. Because I look at how Beyonce handled things. You can't go tit for tat every time somebody says something about you.
You're not Beyonce.
I know what my job is. I know what my goal is. I know what God put me on this earth to do, and it wasn't to hurt people. But I do know hurt people hurt people. Mm-hmm. So if I hurt anyone, as far as my listeners, or I made you feel some type of way, I have no problem with apologizing because that's who I am. I have no.
You owe Katt Williams an apology. You don't owe us an apology. We know that you're ratchet. We know that you're a slick, angry black woman.
I did not.
Why do you think it went that way?
I have no idea. I have no idea. We've never had words. You know what, the last place I saw him at the car and bike show. I saw him at the car and bike show. We got on the elevator and he kind of spoke and I spoke and that was it. I don't really know him. I don't know him. So, I didn't understand any of it, but I guess it wasn't for me to understand. But, it's just crazy how everybody it took wings and it was negative all over the world. I'm like, really, y'all? Okay. And if that's how people feel, I can't be upset. That's how people feel. And I'm not playing the victim because I did nothing but invited him here. You personally said, Wanda, go in the back and try and get him to come on. Did I not beg him to come on this radio? Mm-hmm. I begged him. He said, no, I ain't coming on. I said, please. I said, please, 50 times to him. Please. He didn't want to come on. So
you should have
when he finally
left
sat
him
down
alone.
and put his headphones on, I was like, okay, yay. I was excited. And I hate that it happened like this. That's not what I do, y'all. It's just not.
If it isn't what you do, then you would not have done it.
And when I got to church,
I swear,
everything
I'm so over angry black women making
what happened.
Productive black women look bad.
When you're doing great things, it's gonna come. And I didn't expect that because that's not what I put out there. That's not what I put out there.
That's exactly what you put out there. And that's exactly what he picked up. And that's why you got what you got from him.
May not be happy with their jobs or people that are going through things. I get excited to go to the comedy club. And when he said, I'm selling out Phillips Arena, you're just at Atlanta Comedy Theater, you're right. And I'm happy to be there. Each and every Saturday night. I take pride in going into that comedy club because I know I'm going to do a job. I'm going to do a job, not to insult people, not to call them the N-word. That's just not what I do. I have fun. I'm a comedian, but
you insulted him yesterday.
Very few people that can get on there and say, "Oh, I came to the comedy club and Wanda Smith, cursed me out or called me the N-word." Like if I do it, it's in fun, and I'm just sorry that it ended this way.
Do you think that Katt Williams going back and forth wasn't fun, or do you think he did it on purpose?
I was looking in his eyes.
Oh, here we go.
And it was like an attack.
With the dramatics.
I don't
You
even
attacked
know
his
what that
manhood.
was. Like, what did I do to you? Did I say something about you? Did I don't know. When I was looking at him, I couldn't even respond because my mouth can go there. I got a little mouth on me, but the respect wouldn't let me do that. It wouldn't even I didn't know. And the things that I was saying, they were, they were weak. Yeah, because I didn't want to do it. I didn't.
Whatever. If you did not want to do it, you would not have done it.
We're going to take a break. Our number
angry
is
black women are so
The phone lines are lighting up. People have comments. We're going to take your comments next on V103. Frank and Wanda in the morning.
I
Take
swear.
this quick break.
She sat up there. She challenges this man's manhood. Basically, come out on being arrested. Says he's been locked up or in the pen. Whatever she said to him, she deserved everything Katt Williams gave her. And she probably deserved a little bit more. Don't dish it if you can't take it. And then on top of that, allegedly her husband goes to where Katt's location was, and her son goes, and a gun gets pulled on Katt Williams. Wanda, girl, save it. You were taunting that man yesterday. Then you tried to play want to ask him, are you okay? Are you okay? That man was perfectly fine. He was reading you for filth, and you didn't know what else to say but to make it look like he was crazy because he was checking you. He was checking you. And this is what I can't stand. And about most women as a whole, they come at men like they do. And then once that man get with them, they want to play the victim. They want to call somebody. They want to call their brothers. They want to call their husbands. They want to call their uncles. You started this mess. You are in an arena with men. There is so much masculine energy in that place. Stay in a woman's place. Period. Point blank. This is just a mess. And she created this mess. All he did was snatched her wig and her edges. And now she's on the radio crying this morning, acting like she's a victim. She is not a victim. I do not feel sorry for Wanda. And it was funny to me when he was sarcastic and said, oh, you're such a strong black woman. Yeah, because she took on that persona yesterday. Period, point blank. I thought it was funny. I thought he put her back where she needed to be. And it was like, oh, there was these stereotypes. He made references to her weight. He made references to her wig. Okay, so what? There is a school to prison pipeline, and she thought it was funny to make fun of the fact that he was in jail or that he was locked up or wherever he was. That's not funny. We have too many black men who are being locked up unjustly for her to even make that type of joke. It was not funny at all. It is funny to hear somebody make a joke about a wig because you can take your wig off. It is funny for someone to maybe make fun of someone's weight every now and then because you can lose weight. We have no control over the system. We have no control over the modern day slavery that they call incarceration. Honey, I do not feel sorry for you, Wanda. I'm sorry. This is my first live. I know I'm ranting. I know I'm all over the place probably, but this is just how I feel about it. Thank you all for listening and watching this little black screen. You all have a great day.